Ski, we back. KD reactions. Let's try
Weed's
this one
getting a
out.
bad rap. I don't mean like a blunt rap. I mean, people talk. People talk shit about it. Marijuana affects the memory. That's bullshit. I never forget to smoke.
It affected that hat. That's what it affected.
So weed makes you stupid. It doesn't make you stupid. It makes you smarter. All right. Been smoking weed since high school. I grew up in the San Gabriel Valley in LA.
You still
We
wasn't
had what's
smart
called
enough not to wear
off-campus
that hat
blunts.
on stage.
I don't know if you remember that. That's where you can go off campus, smoke weed, eat, then you had to come back for some reason.
He said for some reason. Boy, you gotta learn.
So one time I came back lit, and we had intermediate math. I had intermediate math after lunch, right? And one time I came back lit, and we had to take a test in
He said
fractions, a little
lit.
pop quiz. And one of the questions on the test was, "What's the difference between a quarter and an eighth?"
Oh, you should know that off top.
I wrote $50.
Pretty much everybody
You
smokes pot.
ended up in the
I just
teacher
found out my 15-year-old doesn't smoke.
in the office. That's
What
what
the
you
15-year-old
ended
wants
up
to be
at.
an adult before he even grows up. I want to try to help curb the habit, discourage him from really turning into something bad. So I told him I smoke a little. Didn't
He
expect
said
a
he thought I
reaction.
smoked just
His
a
eyes
little.
got so big, like so excited. He was like, "Dude, Adam, dude, you smoke weed?"
Dude, how have we not smoked together yet?
That boy sound like Mr.
I
Mackey.
was like, "Dude, how have we
Okay.
not smoked together yet? 5 years ago,
Drugs are
what
bad.
the fuck are you talking about?
What you talking about?
You just started using deodorant, man. Take it easy." Plus, I
Caveman by
can't smoke
the
pot with anybody who didn't grow up watching DuckTales. That's just one of my rules about smoking weed. Yeah, that's a good rule.
Dr.
DuckTales. The
Woo.
potheads, that's how you find them. Yeah.
All day.
Today I just renewed my weed card. Thank you. It's my second card. My first card I got 3 days into being in Los Angeles.
It looked like he ate the first card.
My first purchase was a weed cookie. I got an edible. And it was the coolest thing I'd ever gotten up to that point in my life. Because I'd never seen branding
He would
on
say
drugs.
something
It had
about
a
some food.
logo.
I knew it was gonna be
Aunt
something about
Mabel's
some
weed
food.
cookie.
I said a
I
cookie.
trust this. She's Underneath it, it said per dose, eat 1/3 of a cookie. Who eats 1/3 of a cookie?
You ate the whole box.
I eat all the thirds of a cookie.
You ain't eat no
You're not
third,
gonna have
boy.
me eat 1/3
You
of
eat
a
a third
cookie
of
till I'm
everything in the
high,
house. You ain't got
and
nothing
I'm
left for
hungry,
the baby.
and I'm staring at 2/3 of a cookie. That's not happiness. That's Hunger Games.
Should be on Hunger Games.
And I
You
ate
should be the
whole
star.
cookie. Woke up 2 days later, about 1.5 miles from my house, feeling refreshed. I'm gonna get out of this ditch and get on with my day.
I'm gonna get on with my day.
My friends smoke weed all the time. My boys, like my guys I hang out with, they are heavy weed smokers. Heavy.
I'm
All
talking
have
about.
girlfriends and wives, not girlfriends, get girlfriends and or wives.
Just somebody
That
run up
won't let
on
them
stage
smoke
and
at home.
slap
So now
Tony
my
Rock.
house has become the designated weed smoking house. Yeah, they just called me up out of
Gonna be
nowhere, like,
some
"Hey man,
smoke in
what
the
you
city,
doing?"
boy.
Call me up for no reason. "What you doing?" I'm like, "I'm in here watching the game. Got a pound coming over."
This I got a pound coming over.
Then they get high and they get
You smoking with Snoop,
philosophical weed discussions.
Willie
I love to do
Nelson,
that.
Cheech and Chong, and
Like
them.
that's when they want to have like a Wolf
A
Blitzer
pound.
CNN discussion when they high, but it's always bullshit comes out of nowhere. It's like, ew.
He said, "Ew."
If you was invisible, which ex-girlfriend's house would you rob?
All of.
My other boys over here, he thinking about it too. Oh, that's deep.
Man,
That's deep.
that's deep, right? All of
It
they
don't
ask.
work like that. It don't work like that
They
because
rob your house.
you invisible, right?
They rob you while you in your house.
You steal is not. Now it's a TV just floating down the street.
She went to New Orleans, something about this floating down the street.
Oh, that's how they caught me last time.
Left.
My mom
With the blunt hand.
she actually came out here and visited me once, and she kind of got into my medicinal marijuana. My bad, because I've got glaucoma and can't see any of you.
Yeah,
She
all right.
came out here and visited me. I took a shower. I thought I hit everything, but the Southern woman is like a fucking honey badger. They will dig through anything. They're just like, just
And
looking
found
good.
your stash,
I
boy.
got out of the
Mom
shower. I
smoked
looked
great.
really good. She's just standing there.
Like
She's
grandma's
like, "Justin
boy or
Douglas
something.
Burndale, what is this?" That's the full
Had a
name.
party and
Right? She's like,
everything.
I've raised you better than this, mister. I cannot believe you brought this in your house. I've been through thick and thin with you. Jesus has cried for you through thick and thin. I cannot believe you would even.
Right.
God damn, that shit hits hard. What is that? Is that an indica, a sativa? What is that? Purple Rhino, Mystic Haze, Sam Substitute Teacher? What's that called?
If you're going to do drugs, smoke weed. Seriously, right?
We'll do.
Exactly. I don't judge. What's the worst thing that's going to
We'll
happen if you
do.
smoke some weed?
Let's go.
You're going to eat a couple of Twinkies and drive really safely.
You said really safely.
White people, you have good weed. And I commend you because
Yes.
you use discretion.
They do.
You get your weed from somebody called a guy.
The guy on the
I don't know
couch.
who this guy is. You can ask any white
That's the
dude
guy.
anywhere. Where you get your weed from? I get it from this guy. I see him on Tuesdays. You want me to pick you up something? That's
Right.
all you get.
The guy be the
Ask a
richest
brother,
one
yo,
too.
dogs, where you get your weed from? From my
Let's call him
cousin.
the
He has
guy.
a Holiday Inn right down the street. Won't you call him from your cell phone so you can lock the number in?
Just
Then they
label
wonder
him
why
the
they get
guy.
caught. It's 2 o'clock in the morning and your car is orange. That's why you got caught.
He said your car on.
You need a guy.
When you get your weed from white people, they let you try it before you buy it.
Facts.
You
Facts.
can't get that from black people.
Hell
You have
no.
to smoke them out with the shit you just got from them. In business, that's called reneging.
I had to go back
Double
and
right
learn
back.
fractions
Yeah,
just
all
to buy
day for
weed
free.
from white people. I didn't know nothing about eighths or quarters or nothing like that. Nobody told me that if the bottom number was bigger,
But
you
we just
get
wanted
less.
a bag of weed. Let me get my bag and let me go to the crib.
I had to rush down to Home Depot to get one of them rulers with the lines on them.
He said with the
The guy was
lines
like,
though.
what you using it for? Like, I'm buying an eighth from a white guy. Which one is the eighth? Is that the little short line next to the quarter? Because I don't want to get ripped off. I want the right length. I'm on the phone telling my friends, don't worry about it. I got 2 1/64ths coming.
So he said 2 1/64 coming.
We'll just put one in the freezer. This
The
should last
measurements of that
until
shirt.
Christmas.
I have a prescription for medical marijuana. And here in Los Angeles, you don't even need a real reason to get it. The doctor's like, why do you need a prescription for medical marijuana? It's
So
like,
you can smoke
because my nephew
legally.
moved to Burbank.
They should have fired him.
And I don't know where else to get any pot from.
Right.
Because everybody smokes. I hate when I go to the
You the
store.
last plug.
The guy behind the counter is higher than I am.
The last legal plug.
So you try to buy something and he's like, $2.75, please.
$2.75.
How much? He's like, what?
Should have ripped his whole pocket
My
off.
friend tried to get me to smoke some Afghani weed. I don't want to smoke Afghani
Take
weed. Those
everything.
people in
Let me get that.
Afghanistan get stoned
$2.75.
to death.
Crazy.
I'm just trying to get to Hollywood.
Here's
They ain't
the
gonna
deal.
make it
I
with
went
that
into the
jacket
weed
on.
store, and anybody had the edibles? Woo!
There we go.
Okay. So for those of you who don't know, the edibles kind of fuck you up.
Mountain Man.
I did not know that. So I went
Mixed
in.
with a
Now
little
listen,
Malibu's
something you
Most
need to know
Wanted.
about me is I fucking love blueberry muffins. So I walk into the weed store and I'm like,
Y'all got
are those
muffins.
blueberry muffins?
For sure. 10-4.
The guy was like, yeah. And I said, does that have weed in it? And he said, yeah. And I was like,
If it don't, you in the
I'll
wrong
have a
store.
blueberry muffin. So my weed store has like a little area
Best
where you
muffin
can
you ever
smoke
had.
and watch DVDs and shit. And I just put in Chappelle season 1.
Hell show.
Fucking great. And I'm literally licking my fingers when the guy runs in. He goes, you didn't eat that whole muffin, did you?
Hell yeah. Muffin gone.
Huh?
He said,
Tell me you
huh?
didn't eat that whole muffin right now all at once, did you?
Yes, sir.
And I was like, yeah.
It was
And he goes, all right, listen.
delicious.
I'm not fucking around right now. Either give me the keys to your car
Right.
or drive home right now.
Before it kick in.
And I said, what? And he goes, I'm telling you.
Tell you.
Leave here right now.
Listen to the white boy.
Or prepare to be here for 8 hours.
You're
It's
annihilated.
like, are you kidding me? He goes, you ate that whole muffin, man.
With no
He
milk.
goes, I own this place. I would only eat half if I was at home. It's like, fuck me. He was right. I was high for 8 hours. That's one of those highs where you're like, I have kids, man. I had to pull one of these. I walked into the house. I was like, Daddy's sick. Don't come in the room. Click. And then I peeked my head out. I was like, no matter what you hear from this room, do not come in here.
Kids don't never listen. They knock it 5 minutes later.
Except like an hour later, I was
While you
like,
hitting the bone.
Except I could use some orange juice.
It's fine if you smoke pot, but there's one type of stoner I hate being around, and that's the person who, when they do get
Man
high,
right
they
here
think
looks
it
like
makes them smarter
Rocky
somehow.
stepbrother with that jacket
You know,
on
one of these shitheads?
and that coat.
And I realize there's certain things
Little
that I
Tommy.
can't do with that friend while he's stoned anymore. Like, I can't watch movies with him anymore. Here's what happened a few weeks ago.
He
We were
like
watching
one of them cats
a
out
movie.
that
He's smoking a joint.
other
I'm
movie.
completely
No
sober.
fucking
We're watching
fighting.
Return of the Jedi.
Ever.
I don't want to ruin the movie for you guys.
Why
But
not?
at one point in Return of the Jedi, a spaceship explodes, and my buddy leans over and he goes, "You know that would never actually happen in real life. Bro, you'd never see a fireball in space because fire needs oxygen to survive. And there's zero oxygen in space. So that shit would never happen."
It may be some logic to that.
And I was
Maybe.
like, you know what? You're right. And while we're at it, I don't think those are real Ewoks either. Pretty sure those are just dwarves dressed up as bears.
Right. The lollipop guild.
White people have cool, magical names for their weed. No, think about it, like Chronic, Kush, Purple Liberal, Juicy Fruit, Trainwreck, Northern Lights, Green Crack, Purple Horseshoes, Obama. Yeah, there's an Obama strain out there.
Obama strain.
Yes, we cannabis.
I said, yes, we cannabis. Hey, that was a good one, man. I'm going to have to do another one like that, man. KD reactions, man. We're going to do another one. Mess with your boy one time. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Do what it do. Peace.